knowing the game that we were about to have. And I feel like this week in shooting, like we've been shooting very well. And the key is to go into this game and have confidence in your shot. And I feel like everybody did that. The first one went in, and you just kind of build on that confidence. And I feel like that gave a leeway for everybody to make their shots. I feel like us as a team shot the ball really well tonight.
Third row, Connor.
Jaxon, I'm curious. Kentucky, obviously, every bit is equal. You guys in rebounding, and you guys out-rebounded them 42-28. In terms of sort of a testament to you guys' program and that tenet of it, what can you say about the rebounding performance today?
I feel like us as a team did very well about making sure that everybody crashed the boards. We know that they have a lot of size on their team from every position, and going into this game for prep, we knew it's going to be a battle to go up against them with boards and everything, and we brought it tonight because we all, like, every position had someone bigger or someone quicker, and we knew that was going to be, as coach put it, a football game on the hardwood, and that was a key for us going into this game.
We're on the right, Brooksy.
I guess for both of you guys, maybe Jeremy, you guys have both been around enough to know that these types of games are sort of a piece of the season here, but when you have 6 new guys that are in the mix for you, Arkansas and now this one, what do you think that these 2 games can do for those newer guys that haven't been a part of this to move forward into this season?
I'll say this is huge. Just obviously those guys haven't really have that bond or chemistry with us yet, and just to be able to get 2 big wins early in the season can kind of make life a little bit easier down the stretch. And now you know what it felt like to be in close game, big games. When you're down, when you're up, big runs. Even playing UConn was kind of huge. So just being able to experience that is great for the team.
Over on the left. Matt, just wait for the mic, please.
This question's for you, Jeremy. I was wondering what you thought of Kur's performance off the bench. The career high 15 for a guy that I believe last year when you guys came here, he just checked in for the final couple seconds. His family was in the crowd. For him to come back to this building and do that.
I think for Kur, this game was huge. Just obviously, he was kind of struggling shooting, which we all know. But one thing about Kur, he gonna work. He, in the gym shooting every day. So I tell him every time, just shoot the ball every time. If you open, shoot the ball every time. So just him seeing shots go through the basket was huge for us, huge for him, and I think just another aspect of our team that is special.
Jack.
Jeremy, 13 assists. Kentucky had 13 assists. How does it feel to know every time you throw a pass, you're going to get an assist?
Grateful, just knowing the guys on my team, like, I got Jax down there, I got Coop, I got Colin, Trey, and Kur. Like, all those guys, they made shots and they were helpful for us tonight. So just the fact that I trust every player on this team to, either make the shot, make the dunk, or make the layup.
Down the front, Chris.
The second half, they came out and you can tell that they were trying to be a little more physical. Wondering about how you felt, especially after the San Jose State game, the response that you guys had to that, and then also the hot start too. I mean, obviously you get from 3, but how much did that maybe buoy whenever they started to chip into you? You had already done that once.
I feel like that what happened at halftime of the last game, we all made sure to take a mental note of that. It taught, especially the new players, that no matter what is happening going into the next half, anything can happen. The other team is always going to try to find a spark. They're going to try to find something to get them back in the game. And the first thing we talked about going into the locker room at halftime said, hey, we cannot do what we did last game. We cannot afford to do that because this is a team who makes a lot of runs, and if they make enough runs, they'll come back and take the game. And we have to learn from our mistakes. I'm glad that happened last game, so that this game we can learn from our mistakes and really push forward and grow as a team.
I'll say we kind of knew they were going to go on a run. Obviously, they didn't really shoot it that well early. Well, we knew at some point they were going to run. So just for us, it was like they're going to go on a run, stay calm, and we just needed a good shot or 2.
Graham, second row on the right here.
Jeremy, you got the UConn game on the road, and I'm wondering where you've seen growth since then, like how much different you are and where you see it from you guys.
I think everywhere. We didn't really shoot the ball well. UConn defense wasn't as well as it was. Communication and just trust and chemistry. So just over these past 4 games, you can tell we have gotten better every game. And the goal now is, put 2 great halves together and make sure that we bond and trust each other and trust the game plan. And I think we can be pretty successful.
Go third row.
I wanted to ask you too about the twins and Nick getting in at the end. They've been in that practice all the time this year, and I want to get your thoughts on smiles you guys were giving and everything, the energy that they bring.
Great. I say those guys come in and they work every day. They're in there probably sometimes longer than us, focusing on scouting and game plan and extra film and knowing the other team personnel. So just the fact that we, was kind of able to reward them is something special.
Yeah, I like to take this opportunity, to make sure that they get their credit, because behind the scenes, no one talks about all the work that they're putting in for us. They make us better. They put in the extra work, learning to scout, and making sure that we're challenged every day. And to see them go on the floor, man, it was a special moment, honestly, for everybody. And I feel like, we need to, give them, we need to give them more, we need to give them more opportunities to do that, because they really do put so much work into every single practice, and I'm just really happy that they were able to go out there tonight and kind of experience that, especially in the Garden, especially in a special game like this.
We have time for 2 more.
I don't know how much this game may change it or not, but there had been a narrative kind of created about how maybe Michigan State didn't belong here anymore because of how they had performed, recently. Did you guys hear any of that? Did you guys use that as motivation coming into tonight's game?
I think a lot of that was kind of, some of the past group that we weren't here for. But at the same time, we know our most important thing is we come out and our goal is to win every game, no matter who we playing, where we playing, or, what it is. So our motivation is come out, win every game, prepare every game like we can win.
Chris, last one.
Jaxon, this is for you. That first stretch of the game, you played 6:45, you and Coop, with that first long stretch. Jesse comes in. How important was that stretch for Jesse, not just for him, but for you guys to get what he gave you?
Yeah. You know what, that stretch was really important, because I feel like tonight Jesse really, put his foot down on, being in our rotation. I feel like he really kind of found, himself tonight, found some confidence, shooting, he 2 for 2 for 3 and 3 for 3 for field, so he didn't miss. And I really feel like that he put his foot down and he found confidence in the rotation. Now we just, we gotta keep asking more from him, because he's a really big part of our team, and especially in tonight's game, the special event in the Garden. I'm glad that happened now, and moving forward, he's gonna keep taking leaps.
Them young guys showed up tonight, and new guys. Shout out Trey Ford, Curry, Jesse.
Yes.
Shout out Big Jax too.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody, man. It was a good team win.
Coach, will go right in.
We got it.